Hi year ones, it's Mrs. Battle here. I hope you're well and keeping safe. Now this video will help you to use sound buttons to help you to read real and alien words. So when looking at a word, we first need to ask ourselves, is it a real or alien word? This is a helpful question as it will make us think about how the word sounds. Let's take a look at our word. So I'm going to ask myself our first question, is it a real or alien word? Now I can see it's a real word because there are no alien pictures next to the word. So when I read it, it must make sense. You also need to ask yourself a second question, and that is, can you see any digraphs, trigraphs, or split digraphs? So you take a careful look at the word and see if you can spot any of these. And yes, I can. Here is the digraph. So I'm going to show this with the digraph, a sound button underneath. So these two letters are making the same sound. I have another look and see if there are any more digraphs, trigraphs or split digraphs. And no, there are not. So now I can put on my single sound buttons underneath. Now I've put on my sound buttons, I'm ready to use these to help me blend my phonemes together. Before I read the word, I'm going to remind myself that if it's a real word, it must make sense. So b-o-x-er, b-oxer, boxer. Yes, that makes sense. I know that's a real word. I've heard that word before. Let's try another word. So just as I did before, I'm going to ask myself the same question. Is it a real or alien word? Now there are no aliens next to the word, so I know it's a real word, so it must make sense. Next we ask the second question. Can you see any digraphs, trigraphs or split digraphs? Now it's really important to look for the digraphs, trigraphs and split digraphs first, as they can be really tricky to find. So if we look for them first, we're more likely to find them and make less mistakes. Right, let's have a look. Yes, I can see one here. The ow digraph. Are there any more? Yes, we've got these two letters making the digraph. I can't see any more, so these must be short, simple sound buttons. Okay, so I'm now ready to use my sound buttons to blend the phonemes together. Flower, flower. Yes, that makes sense. I've heard of flower. So we're getting the hang of this now. Let's try one more word. Do you remember the first question that we ask ourselves? Is it a real or alien word? This time I can see there is a picture of an alien next to the word. So that must mean that this is a totally made up word or an alien word. It's not going to make sense. It will be nonsense. Can you remember the next question? Can you see any digraphs, trigraphs or split digraphs? So I can spot a digraph, these two letters working together to make the oi sound. I can spot another digraph, There are no more, which means these are my simple sound buttons that I can add. So now I'm ready to blend the word together. G-oiler, g-oiler, goiler. That is an alien word. I've never heard of that before. It's total nonsense. And there you go. That's how you can use sound buttons to help you read real and alien words. Here are a few words for you to try at home. You can pause the video, and when you have read these, have a go at writing your own real and alien words with the sound buttons and then emailing them to the year group email. Well done.